What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to This is the Police! My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and play some video games. So apparently military veteran Norris, Freiburg, is a war zone. Yeah, it's a pretty bad city. I have my doubts that I have my sincere... Sorry, there was just a brownout. That was weird. Like, all the lights got dim in my house. Anyways, I have my sincerest doubts that the housing market is doing incredibly well in Freiburg. I'm pretty sure you can probably buy houses on the cheapity cheap. Teachers at University of Freiburg have downgraded immigrant students. I don't know what that means. Have they, like, made the immigrant students smaller? Or... no idea. Not sure at all. Well, we've got Slice Pizzeria feeds the homeless. At least something good is happening, so look for the helpers, I suppose. Let's go to work. We got stuff to take care of today. If we don't take care of it, ain't nobody else going to take care of it for us. So starting the day off, ain't nothing seemed to have gone too wrong yet, so that's a good thing. We'll go ahead and promote Napa. We have an extra cop slot, so whatever the blowback is for this torture thing, hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to run that one down right there. I need some relaxing music right now. I've been living that puppy life the last couple days, and oh my god, I think I sleep like an hour a night. Jack, we just got a complaint from a human rights committee. They claim that the police department is practicing torture and that someone died during an interrogation. We used all our connections to hush up the case. It's a miracle you're still in the job, Jack. We're cutting your salary by 80%, reducing the staff in your department. Not that worried about it. Oh, no, you can use the empty slot right there. Yeah, do that then. Empty slot. We'll get rid of it. Although that was a cop slot. I don't know how I feel. Well, let me ask for... I don't know. Sounds good to me. Mafia share sent that over. I will take that. Our snitch is dead. Tyler Robbins was found in a sewer. It seems... I'm gonna stop making snitches and just kind of see how this goes down. A mass riot. The prison air conditioning system has stopped working and the problem might not be sorted out for a few days. Hearing this, the prisoners rioted, beat up the guards, and took over their cell block. They've taken several civilians hostage and are threatening to kill them unless the prisoners start getting treated like people. Warden says the situation needs to be sorted out as quickly as possible. The National Guard will have to be called in. Okay, well, send out who you can send out, I guess. I will send a number of officers over here to see if we can get that under control. Class, you go as well. That gives us, like, what? 3,000. And we sent SWAT and the paddy wagon, so hopefully the front end of the day isn't too bad. It's day 100, and I just realized we've made it to day 100. We've got a child molestation case. 11-year-old Michael Song, a boy from the choir, said he was molested by Aaron Huber, a priest. Okay. Let's pull somebody off an investigation here. We'll pull Mole off, and I'll probably just have Mole go and take care of it herself. We don't need a ton of officers to go over the mission from God. Mr. Boyd, I'm a man of broad views, and I came to terms with the existence of sodomites a long time ago, especially when they keep a low profile. Now these perverts have started shoving their rotting little syphilitic noses into our affairs. You know, it doesn't seem like you've come to terms with it. I'm not going to lie right now. That doesn't seem like the terminology and linguistics used by a man who has let it go. I'm not sensing a lot of frozen action here. Drugs are freely being sold in the Unicorns of Arcadia gay club right there in the public toilets. I beg you, send your men undercover and clean this filth of the city as the Lord once cleansed Sodom and Gomorrah. Nope. Definitely just don't care that much. Not my problem. Okay, so mass riot. Offenders were caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Very, very nice. Bring it on home, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it on home. You did a good job. Frankly, I give you the rest of the day off. Oh my god, what the hell? Receiving stolen property. Miss Ferguson says a couple guys have converted the house next door into a storehouse for stolen goods. They're robbing pharmacies and selling the drugs. Okay, carjacking over here. Young cashier went out for a smoke and noticed a suspicious black man slinking around a car near the road. The devil was crawling on the pavement around the car. He looked really suspicious, like a gangster. That's a false alarm. Breaking and entering. April Alston heard a man break into her neighbor's apartment and start beating the woman who lives there. She screamed. The man kept demanding something. I couldn't hear any details. Send these three. Investigation has started on the child molestation. Hopefully with receiving stolen property, we can get somebody over there before it gets too far out of control. I will send Numata. We will send Gibbons. We will send Class. I mean, honestly, we should probably send just about everybody over to that one. It seems to be suggesting it anyways. Let's maybe keep Hidaka and Mata out. No, not Bukarika. He can go. Yeah, send him over. I almost guarantee that this one's going to be a false alarm. I feel like I'm getting major deja vu from today, though. Like, I feel like I've played this already for some reason. Getting the weirdest feeling that I played this. Attempted carjacking. He was the owner of the car. He was looking for his keys, which he probably dropped. Exactly. The door to the apartment is broken, but the police still knocked loudly and announced themselves. A brief noise comes from outside. Then all is quiet. The cops enter. Sitting in the corner is a sobbing, battered woman with no one else around. The apartment has no electricity. Search with a flashlight. She continues to cry, points a trembling hand towards the bed in the far corner. Check under the bed. Oh, there's an offender under the bed. Okay. Well, we got people leveling up, so that's good. Got dead snitches and all kinds of shit going on today. Got a fight at the playground. Two young mothers have had a falling out over something that started to fight, scratching and pulling each other's hairs. Come on, scramble these crazy chickens. They're scaring my son. To wait for somebody to get home who's got a little bit more experience under their belt. All the windows in the house are lit up and there's loud music playing. Let's go ahead and knock down the door. There's a guy with a bottle of beer sitting on the sofa with a gun nearby on the table. Let's go ahead and aim at him. Two men with shotguns jump out and open fire. Shoot to kill. And we found pharmaceuticals, so that's good. We'll have the Mafia sell those, although I have my doubts that they're going to sell for very much. Value of pharmaceuticals kind of limited. I mean, I think it's just because they come. You sell by the pill, but it's like... There we go. We'll send you 3 over. That should be perfectly acceptable. Got a couple of... We got him with decent experience. Hidaka's got okay experience. They should be good enough to get that locked down, though. We got a suspicious item in a residential area. She found a strange box left by somebody on the landing. It's got to be a bomb, just like in the movies. No, it's not. Virtually guarantee you it's not a bomb. A man who declined to give his name said that Mary Hinojosa is keeping some stolen jewelry in a storage unit. She just went out there now. It's something else she recently stole. Be careful. She's armed and dangerous and does not like handcuffs. Well, does anybody really like handcuffs? I mean, it's not a device that's designed for people to like them, you know? It's a device of necessity, not a device of, like, leisure. Suspicious item. I'm going to take my chances on that one. I don't think anything's going to happen there. Fight report. You bring him home? Good job. And then on this side, suspicious item was a box of junk next to the entrance of the building. Yeah, exactly. That's about what I was suspicious about. Got a suspicious individual over there receiving stolen property. Should be easy enough. And then we may get a gun out of it, too. Oh, no, we got jewelry. Okay. Mafia can sell the jewelry. And these guys over here. Suspicious individual. Wonder if they're recycling right now. We have something going down at Wise Dragon at 15. You wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 2,500 should be good enough for the request. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave that one alone then. I really feel like I'm getting deja vu right now. Suppose I'll find out. Fight in Desire Park. Young couple were strolling through the park hand in hand, talking nicely between themselves when up ran a young man in a leather jacket. He snatched the girl from the hands of the boyfriend, started yelling loudly at her like it was some kind of argument. According to a witness, the assailant could hardly stay on his feet. It seems like he was hiding some kind of weapon in his jacket. Okay. Sambuca Rica along with the 2 new guys. Scarecrow in the field. Yep, that's about what I figured. That's what I thought. No. You don't need more people? At all? It's one lady, or it's one dude. Just handle it. There's 3 of you. You got nightsticks and guns and shit. Just take them. And then we've got a missing persons report. The delay of payment. We were late with the mortgage payment a couple months ago. Okay. So maybe that's the one that we were missing. And then he went out and he talked to some people, and then he wound up like dead or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know really how to deal with this one. Because there's not really like a ton of evidence as to the case of what happened. Yeah, I'm not really so sure on this one. I keep fiddling around with the stuff because like right here in the trash can it says got an eviction notice. But Miss Morrow said the mortgage payment was late, so I don't know if we start with the delay of payment or the move out because they're indicating that both could be the case. He was going to borrow some money and deal with bad people, but it doesn't have a location. Like, it doesn't say where he went to go get the money or anything like that. And so, unfortunately, this entire case is just like bullshit. I might go ahead and just get rid of it. Disorderly conduct there. We received a complaint about noise coming from the restaurant. It's the 5th day of a damn wedding. And they're still at it. Noise, shouting, swearing, foreign music with wilted flowers on the windowsill and a whole symphony of vulgarity, complained a retired English teacher. Window of her apartment directly overlooks the restaurant. I'm going to leave that one so we don't get into trouble with the... Mafia. Should be good enough. I know I've been cracking down on them recently. I'm really feeling like today is... I don't know. Disorderly conduct. Hopefully nobody ended up dead. As long as nobody ends up dead, I don't care. Like, that's fine as long as nobody's dead. And then we end the day. And we'll deal with that once we've got a few more frames. So Robbins is dead. Let's go ahead and... we'll declare him, I guess. "59% of Freeburg parents use physical discipline." Let's get physical. The controversial artist Sigmund Hammerling commits suicide. 14th century wine barrel found in city dump. I drank too much and I can't hold it together. Can I go home? Yeah. This sucks, man. This really, really sucks because these people have XP, so I can't really fire them. I could fire Murata, I guess, if we get somebody else coming back around, but it's like... it just seems like a weird event. It seems like a really weird event. Like, your officers are just getting drunk for free now, and so they go to the bar, like, every night. Jack, one of my partners with whom I have a very large contract, at the request of his wife, wishes to open a confectionery factory in Freeburg. The problem is that the local stores stock products from the Clementine Burroughs factory, and there's no room for competition in the market. It's not that I care about selling fucking candy, but I gotta demonstrate that I'm a reliable business ally. Today, a couple of my best men will burn this Clementine factory to the ground, and nobody's gonna get in their way. Alright? Okay. Let's go ahead and take a bit more of the money. They gave us an officer slot, which is good. So we'll go ahead and we'll hire Ivan direct. We'll put him on whichever shift. Let's see, where you at, Drunky? Alright, so you're fired. So he's going to go on A to replace her. And then we have Daniel Beardsell. How do you get that last name? Can you actually sell beards? I don't know if you can. We'll go ahead and hire you for B. And we'll go ahead and hire you for A. Request result. And now we earn $400 a week again. There's a massacre at the Atticus Tower. An armed assailant entered the Jesus Got You Covered insurance offices and opened fire on everyone inside. One of the secretaries grabbed a phone, hid in a closet, dialed the police. According to her, the man has come to the office to argue with his agent about his payments, but now it seems he's finally lost his mind. Okay, well, send some people over, I guess. It's going to be a rough day, though. I can tell you that much now. We are really, really understaffed. I was not expecting to have 2 people call out drunk today. We fired one of them, so that's her problem now. She can figure out how she's going to pay the rent. I don't know. Pimps is hiring and shit. But today's going to be a little nasty. There's a child molestation call from the photo studio. Photo studio employee Mark Mitchell called the police about a customer who seems to be involved in child molestation. The man brought in some photos for development, all normal stuff, family photos from the holidays. But at the end of the reel, the studio found a photo of a naked elderly man next to a girl no older than 13. Apparently, the client forgot to remove that shot. Alright, send him over. How do we do with the massacre? Everything good? Okay, I was a little concerned about that one. So I'm glad that came out without a hitch. Entertainment District. We got something going on. Erin Fedette is so terrified that she just met a suicide case. Her face was painted so sadly it just brought tears to my eyes. Seeing the poor girl, her whole body aching, stuck in one spot and unable to move on, we have to try and save her. Okay, well, I'll send somebody over in just a minute. We'll see if we can get them resolved. Suspect is in the photo studio, standing with his back to the door. He's telling the employee to hurry. And just straight arrest him. I mean, detain him for a second at the bare least so he can't take off, and we don't have that issue. On this side, we got 2 calls. So we got 2 people that can head over to this one. I'm going to send you, and I'm going to send you. On this side, we got an attempted carjacking. Stepping out for a smoke break, a convenience store owner saw a hooded figure around the corner ducking into a car. At first, the store owner didn't think anything of it, but then the alarm went off. And we'll send those 2 over to see what they can pull together. This one might be a false alarm. They said something about face paint, so I don't know. But if they are going to try and kill themselves, I got to stay on decent terms right now. So we've got, I cannot tell you how dear my factory is to me. It took decades to realize my husband's late dream, to fill the city with candy, which any poor man can afford. I'm sure you don't have time for this. I hear you're a businessman, so I came with you for a proposal. Save my factory, and you will take in a share of our daily profits. Is that the one, this has got to be the one that Atticus is going after. Hold on, where's my affairs? Nope, that's not the one. Police station, backlog. Clementine Burrows. Yeah, that's the one. What do we have over here? Disorderly conduct. A respectable woman let out a squeaky scream, then a roar. Right in front of her, a crazy guy in acid-washed pants sat down to eat pieces of his own shit while he gave the terrified woman a silly smile. It's just so disgusting, my God. Right in front of so many people and the children. The woman couldn't calm down. Alright. You guys go over there. Carjacking. We got him. Good. I was a little worried about Scanlon, but it looked like he brought it in, so. Suicide threat. It was the first time she's seen a professional mime, so yeah. One thing at a time. When you see that mime, you just gotta drop a rhyme, but it'll be just fine. I promise you. So don't drop that dime, because the police can't get there in time. They're too busy doing lines. Gravedigger at the funeral struck the grieving father with a shovel. He imagined the man was giving him a nasty look, and a fight broke out. Send the newbies. Newbies and Robin. Forgot to pluralize him. Alright, we got a homicide, disorderly conduct. Man had recently returned from a trip to Japan and was just enjoying some of the extravagant sweets he brought back. Why do they look like Dookie, though? There's a homicide over here, but we are going to wait for people to get back, because there's no way we're going to be able to respond to a homicide right now with what we have on staff, even if we send out the SWAT and the paddy wagon. I think that's going to leave us a little bit wanting for assistance. The fight, all done and taken care of. Continuing to add points to some of the new guys. That's really all you can do. I think we got 4 that we could send over right now. We've got a massive fight at the soccer stadium. These big things that they keep doing simultaneously are really not fair. Like, not at all. We've got Emilio Montes Medrano, a chief suspect in the murder of his wife and her parents, was released on bail, was discussing his defense with his lawyers, preparing for an upcoming hearing. The meeting quickly descended into controversy, and they'd been shouting at each other for a long time. Then suddenly, Mr. Medrano ran out of the conference room, only to return a few minutes later with a gun. He shot one of the lawyers in the head, and the other started cowering on the ground. The secretary called the police and heard 3 more shots while she was on the phone. I mean, it's one guy with a gun. A group of visiting fans were singing an offensive song called Freeburg, capital of crap, and throwing corn cobs on the field. Our local fans weren't about to put up with that, and a fight has broken out. Send SWAT on that one. There's really not a whole lot of people to send on this one. Trying my best here, but we might lose officers on that one. It seems sketchy. This is why I needed my 2 extra officers today, but they didn't show up because they decided to get shit-faced. To me, it should be a crime. Like, if you miss a shift as an officer because you got too drunk, like, there should be some kind of charges there, but, you know, thin blue line and all that. Emilio Montez Medrano is standing in the conference hall, armed with a gun, his back to the door. He pushed 2 men in the corner. He's holding them at gunpoint. 2 others are on the floor. One isn't moving. The second is groaning and holding his stomach. Sneak in and take him down. Yeah. We may not have a hole. We got another massacre. Group of 10 students went into the woods to camp for the night. They set up tents, made a fire, drank some alcohol, sang some songs. Around midnight, they were attacked by a large man with a bag on his head, wielding a hatchet. One girl managed to reach the road where she flagged down a passing car and called the police right away. The fate of the other students is unknown. Like some real horror movie shit going on. I say there ain't nobody to show up. I hate to tell you, but I don't like to leave my officers out like that, but there's nobody to respond. I figure we'll probably send Mitchell, Oscar Peterson, McNamara, and Rushing. Hopefully we don't have too much left to go today. Investigation-wise, put Mosier and Davenport and Beasley on that one. I'm going to archive this one because I just don't know. And we will just focus on this one right here. Get as much information together and just handle it. It's the end of the day. I mean, send everybody else out. Nothing else is really going to happen. I mean, we might as well. Just make sure that it goes okay. It's kind of an interesting mechanic that at the end of the day the clock stops, but it still makes the car drive out. They may want to amend that so that it just instantly resolves the encounter since it's the end of the time anyways. Massacre report. You guys get him? Thank you. Very, very nice. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all in the next episode of This is the Police. Whoop, whoop. I can't make whoop noises because my dog is asleep right now, and frankly, I've been trying to get him to sleep all day. And he's finally out. So, if you want episodes, we got to keep him unconscious. Got to keep him unconscious unless you want to use, like, Benadryl or something. But that doesn't seem safe for a puppy. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.